Brett Dawson from Sellout Crowd at the Paycom Center, where the Thunder are 141-139 losers. That's a regulation score to the Golden State Warriors. A wild finish, and if the rest of the NBA in-season tournament is anything like the first game, this thing is going to be great. Really fun night at the Paycom Center tonight. Great crowd, great game. If you like offense, this was a game for you. Both teams, incredible shot making, defense in moments and important moments. Ultimately, it was the Warriors winning in a controversial fashion. A driving layup by Steph Curry at the end of the game, 0.2 seconds left, gives them the win. Draymond Green originally called for basket interference on that play. A review showed that it was not basket interference, according to the officials' interpretation. Basically said that Draymond did touch the rim on a play where Josh Giddey also touched the net, although that was not mentioned in the pool report from the officials afterward. The only explanation was that Draymond did touch the rim, but that it did not impact the ball, and the ball went in, and so therefore no offensive basket interference. Warriors win the game. Wild finish. No Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Thunder. Lou Dort had 29 points. Josh Giddey, a huge fourth quarter. Chet Holmgren, 24 points, had a big role, handled the ball a little bit more, created some stuff for himself and some other people. Cason Wallace thrown into the fire and starting for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, had a really nice game, a couple of really tough finishes in the fourth quarter. This was just a great game between a team in the Warriors with 4 championships from this core, who's really been through a lot together, and a Thunder team that's, hasn't really even reached double-digit games that they've played together, as somebody pointed out in the post-game press conference. For Chet Holmgren and Cason Wallace, never really anything quite like this. And this atmosphere was wild. It was really fun. It was an unusual blue court that gave people, feelings of Boise State football. And for me, I was thinking of U.S. Open tennis. But just a great atmosphere and a great night. The crowd was super into it. There was a point late in the game where there was like a spontaneous OKC chant. Didn't have to have the pumped-in music to get it started. Just felt kind of like the old days in the building. And this is one where, obviously the Warriors bring fans. They always do. But this is one where you wanted to see that. You wanted to see that it would get back to kind of its old self as a building, and it really did. The atmosphere was incredible. So many things you could talk about from this game. Isaiah Joe got on track a little bit, which the Thunder needed to get him to make some shots. He's been really struggling. You got Jalen Williams back, which was Jalen Williams J. Will from Arkansas. The big guy got back in, gave the Thunder some nice minutes, some obvious rust, but was effective in some stretches and gave the Thunder some minutes that they really need from big guys. They want to try Chet Holmgren with another big some. They mostly used him in place of Chet to give Chet a breather. Chet was really fantastic. He took an elbow from Draymond Green on a drive, and he got back up and was a competitor. That's what a lot of his teammates were talking about after the game, just his competitiveness. The offensive stuff tonight, only got 9 shots, and I think if the Thunder had it to do over again, would have gotten him a few more. But he was really efficient. He was 7 for 9, as Draymond Green said, walking off the podium, according to the reporters who cover the Warriors. He walked off, saw Chet had 24 on 7 for 9, and said, that's insane. He called Chet a problem, and he certainly looked tonight like he's going to be that. This is a very young Thunder team. Steve Kerr said before the game that this is going to be a team that's going to be scary for years. They're really building a young core. They're in the very early stages of getting this thing built. And tonight really went toe-to-toe with a tough Warriors team that's been through so much together. Really great learning experience for the Thunder, really great environment, and a really great start to this in-season tournament. Who knows if the rest of the thing is going to look anything like this, but there was a little extra juice in the building. Maybe it was just the court, maybe it was just these two teams and their competitiveness, but it felt a little special. We can certainly hope that the rest of the tournament is something like this, because this was great. The Thunder now back on Monday to play the Atlanta Hawks here. Trae Young returns to Oklahoma City. We'll be here for that one. We'll have much more coverage of this, that, and all things Thunder at selloutcrowd.com and here on my YouTube page. Check it all out. Thanks.